All right, guys. Apparently yesterday while we were doing the Risa Tisa, like who did I marry segment on, which ended up being a 6-hour segment, by the way, it was crazy. Some Ethan was going off in his live stream or on his live stream, like his show, whatever, which we're gonna take a look at here. That's not that, it's this. But first, apparently, I guess when Ethan was doing a members only, he started talking about what was it? It's Aaron. I just want to make sure I say the name correctly. Bushnell. I'm there with names. People have been asking me to talk about it. There's really nothing to say. You had somebody in the U.S. military who very clearly is struggling with mental health issues, and he succumbed to his thoughts, and he ended up, lighting himself on fire. I understand the desire, of course, to create peace in the Middle East. Very complicated topic. I'd love for there to be ideally a two-state solution because neither of these groups are going to really work well together. They don't like each other. Facilitated by the U.S. and other allied Arab nations to, Palestine, to create the peace, maybe create a strong border with strong policing, reparations from Israel to Palestine, and keep the peace. That'd be ideal. That'd be cool. Unfortunately, there's nothing. I mean, we can say as much as we want, and but this person clearly had a lot going on. To be honest with you, I think this person probably meant well. It probably was distressing them, but if something like that distresses you to that degree, you need to see somebody. You need to see a therapist. I don't think that this really did anything. Like, this is like a hugely talked about topic. I don't think it brought more awareness, and I don't think that we should ever glorify behavior like this because it's not good. Hot take, right? It's not good. Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's not a lot else to say. It's terrible. But people keep saying that that claiming it's partially due to mental health issues is dismissive of his protest, but I feel like it's reality. Nobody in their insane mind would ever do that to themselves. That's crazy, man. If you're going through that, like, go see somebody, talk to somebody, please. Like, please. Like, that is quite a step. That is quite a step to take. It's insane. But that's it. So let's see what we got here.
My first reaction.
First, we're gonna watch Ethan talk on the live, and then we'll talk on
Is this? It was absolutely insane how he stood the whole time. That was crazy. I don't even know how that's humanly possible. Again, not to put this uncouth, but he's a champ at fucking burning alive. I mean, that sounds bad, but he did it really good.
Okay.
Good. Does that bad sound bad?
Yeah, it sounds a little. He's a champ at it. That's probably a little. I mean, listen. Listen. Here's the thing. Is that what he's getting hate for? Because he said it in like a funny way? I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's an uncomfortable topic. You know what I mean? I feel like we don't always have to. We can understand it's uncomfortable and be like, yeah, probably not ideal to say, I guess, but it's not like the worst thing in the world.
We have to make levity of things. Does that sound bad that he was really good? I mean that as a compliment.
Okay. It's probably just not the right thing to say, but okay.
What the fuck are you guys angry about, you weirdos? What did I do? Like,
that's I can see why people would be upset on. I mean, listen, here's my thing. I feel like a lot of Ethan's audience, because he has a lot of audience crossover. Ethan, people can criticize him as much as they want, and I know that like he's been losing followers, but he's losing followers off of 3 million, not off of 3,000, and so he's losing followers, but he's still maintaining the same viewership. And that's a conversation about like not all followers are equal. Like there's empty followers and they don't matter whether they're on you or not. Like I'm pretty much back to where I was before I reset my channel when I was at like 190,000 followers. I'm at 35. I would say that I'm pretty much right where I'm a little bit under the amount of money I was making. With what is that? A fifth of the, you know what I mean? So it's like he's doing better, and the part of, or he's doing consistent, which is higher than expected for most content creators, to be honest with you. And so, like, overall, he's branching into new audiences, and part of that is, he has a drama audience from Trisha Paytas, and he has, he does drama too, but you know what I mean, like that beauty drama audience, and then he has an audience from Hassan, and they're never going to be happy with anything that he says, They're never going to be happy with a joke like that. And I get it. So one of those things is like you kind of have to learn to not care. If you make a bad joke and people get upset, you just be like, oh, oops, my bad, move on. You know, you have to train your audience a little bit. Not to be like dismissive of that, but you have to train them to that you're not going to bow to like every whim. You know, listen to your audience, but not like completely give in. So you made kind of a bad joke and you just move on. People are like, oh, that's insensitive. Say sorry and just move on. Like, or don't even say sorry. Be like, hey guys, it was just a joke, and move on. And don't, you know, continue, because it feels like he responds a lot to a lot of different criticism in a little more of a detailed way, more than he probably should.
God, stop. They're just saying, all I hear is Ethan, no, but I don't understand what I've even fucking said. Oh, chewing? Yeah, I'll stop that. Maybe they're just talking about the chewing. Could that be?
Yeah, that's probably it.
Wait, what did I even say that to mean? Like, give me a fucking break. Holy shit. Didn't the guy do it because he wanted people to talk about it? Like that's what I'm doing. My point is this. First of all, I was stunned by the way that he stood through the whole thing. I mean, shit.
That's kind of Ethan's humor, though. He makes those kind of jokes that are on the type. I feel like he does make I don't know, man. He'll make those kind of jokes. I think that one of the problems Ethan has is that he will make those kind of jokes, but they're not really consistent sometimes with the sensitivity of his content, if that makes sense. So I feel like they're not, what the hell? It's not like, so for instance, and I'm not trying to like drill into this because I don't care, but like he kind of pearl clutches over Mr. Beast. And so you'd expect him to get an audience that pearl clutches, and then you make an edgy joke about, you know, a really serious topic, certainly more serious than how Mr. Beast dates. And then like, oh, why am I getting this type of hate? It's like, well, it's because you're going to generate the type of audience based on your interactions with things. So it's like, yeah, it's cool that he makes those jokes, but I don't know if his audience is necessarily, I don't know. I get where they're coming from, I guess. I don't like them, but I guess I get where they're coming from.
That was wild. And really showed his true resolve to protest in that way. I can only imagine that's just a horrific way to die. So pretty wild. That being said, I do not believe that it is good for people to be romanticizing or encouraging. I know it's not. I know people aren't doing that, but like the way people are romanticizing it is kind of fucked up, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that, of course.
Man, he killed himself, and I don't think we should ever talk about that issue with any kind of reverence, because let's be real, the amount of people online who are talking about it in this like wonderful almost like, I don't describe it, people are
well, obviously they're effectively martyring him, or they're treating him like a martyr. Yeah, of course, but the whole at least my perspective on Israel Palestine is it's supposed to be harm reduction. You know, that's why I have the solution take that I do, which isn't like a hot solution take. I think a lot of people have that same take. But it's like, it's humanitarian first, so you really wouldn't want to advocate for people to do that kind of stuff, you know, especially since some of the things Israel's doing is atrocious. And if, you know, it's not like what Aaron did topped what is some of the fucked up shit Israel's doing. Let's be honest here. You know, and that's not downplaying, you know, the atrocities of Hamas either, not valuing their own people's lives. But then again, Israel doesn't either. It's pretty fucked up. It's just a sad scenario. My point is I don't see that like, wow, this is, yeah, this guy did this. Now it's serious. It's like, it's been pretty serious. Like the death toll is considerable. It's been pretty serious for a while. When you're seeing both leaders of both sides talk about how they want to eradicate the other one and wipe them off the map. I mean, this didn't, I don't think it really did anything, which is sad. I don't think that he really did anything productive. There was already a lot of visibility on this topic. I think it just, yeah, he's obviously going through, or was going through, something considerable.
Trying to where I put it. People are idolizing him.
Yeah,
more people are going to kill themselves. I mean, that's just a matter of fact. It's just there's just more people going to kill themselves. I don't think suicide's funny. I don't think it's anything that we should encourage. I think it's pretty much always bad. And while I can appreciate his dedication, I mean, to put it mildly, you know,
I mean, I wouldn't even say dedication. There's just no way that you commit that act without having like a significant mental health issue. I don't think this has anything to do with dedication. I think this has to do with like this guy has got, you know, there's nothing about, there's no, I don't want people to like think you can't do the same thing. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, he did a lot of dedication. If you just dedicate yourself, which is not explicitly what Ethan's saying, but I feel like you get that energy out of there. You know, it's like, yeah, if I just dedicate myself enough to the cause, I can. No, please don't, for the love of God. You know, That's what happened. Like, is a horrific thing. You know, it wasn't dedication. It's this guy. Not for nothing, but it could have been anything. It could have been anything that would have made him, radicalize and commit this behavior. Unfortunately, anything that like resonated with him, I feel like this would have also happened. It's not just like this little thing. I mean, we're talking about somebody with a very clearly like a significant mental health issue, and he could have been radicalized over how much he loves Frosted Flakes. I'm really not trying to be rude about it, but like this isn't normal behavior. That's just like, yeah, he was really dedicated. Like this was like next level, like horrific behavior that this guy engaged in, completely unproductive. I feel like just completely unproductive.
If I can appreciate his dedication.
From what I read, and this is somebody saying in the chat, so I can't 100% verify, but they say from what I've read, he went from a religious cult to a military, so I definitely think his brain was jumbled. Yeah, if that's the case, then like absolutely, that makes sense as to why he had the relationship with what he did, and
his conviction, right? I mean, unbelievable. Self-immolation.
Yeah, see, it's an interesting thing, and to be honest with you, I think Ethan's afraid of getting canceled, or not even getting canceled. I think Ethan's afraid of getting heat from his own audience, because his first half of the take was like, this is a horrible act that like we should never romanticize. I agree with. And then the way he's talking about it, he's like, he has a lot of, it was a lot of conviction, a lot of this, a lot of that. I don't think that's just part of the romanticizing, really, of this guy's behavior. I would be careful with that personally. So, because that's what that sounds like when you're like, oh, this conviction is this. It's like, sounds like you're also romanticizing the behavior a little bit. But it's because I think he's afraid. He's a little bit of his audience like kind of shitting on him a little bit, and I get it. We've all been there before. Yeah,
is literally suicide. He killed himself. Sorry, I don't know what that's another weird dialogue. They go, no. Everybody goes, yeah, we agree, suicide's bad, get help. But then they go, unless you're doing it for a good cause, then you can kill yourself. Like, no, this is not something to romanticize ever. Sorry.
I agree.
You should 100% do more research on self-immolation as protest. Yeah, you know who does self-immolation?
What? Do more research? Who said do more research on this stuff? What does that mean? Do more. Like, here's my thing. There's a lot of young people tuning into politics right now. And young people have very malleable brains. So if you have like a 12 or a 13-year-old looking at what's going on in Gaza, and they probably are really upset about this thing that's happening, 1,000 miles away. I don't know the exact geography, so sorry. Okay. And I wouldn't put it past a young person to get so worked up, especially by this, that they might follow in those footsteps. That's the biggest reason I think why teenagers nowadays are having so much mental health issues, is because they're seeing everything that's going on in the world. And I don't know if you know, this world is fucking crazy. So they're going fucking crazy. They're having a hard time because they're seeing all this information constantly about how terrible things are. All these terrible things have always been happening, but now there's a next level to it. Like it's so real to you. And so I feel like, you shouldn't be romanticizing this at all. Don't be like, yeah, you know what? He's got a really cool. No, stop it. Like, that's not good at all. It's really not the correct way to operate with this, because a young person might unironically like think like, yeah, you know what? I want to do that. That's a terrible thing. You don't want some young person to do this. It's not productive at all.
Fucking people who are like under tyrannical rule, who have literally no way for their voices to be heard other than that.
Okay, this was the first clip. There's a couple of more clips before we get into
suicide bad. I'm sorry. Suicide bad. I don't think we should romanticize it. Haven't seen anyone romanticize it? Are you fucking kidding me?
I mean, I happens to me too. You let yourself get stung off by the chat, but you really should just try not to.
Have you been online?
Easier said than done, huh?
Everybody's glamorizing it. Oh my god, how can you even disagree with me on that? That's crazy. Like the amount of people online who are like, I understand why people want to go like, he's a hero. Like I understand that because he made this ultimate sacrifice in the most gruesome way possible, right? And so I understand the impulse of being like, I want to honor that sacrifice. Monks do self-immolation. Yeah, I know. When they're like,
I honestly don't even think we should honor the sacrifice. I think we should put it to say what it is. It did, because it didn't do anything. I really don't think it did anything. I just don't like what. Where are we before and after this guy did this? It's a horrible thing to say. What changed after this guy lit himself on fire? Like, what did we? Is there more awareness of this topic? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I mean, I see memes about it. It's like, wow, that's kind of fucked up. So,
under tyrannical oppression by the Chinese and have literally no way for the voices to be heard. But I mean, the Palestinian cause is for sure.
But I just think that it's just not something to be focusing on. I don't know.
Plenty talked about. I'm sorry. Suicide bad. I don't think we should romanticize it. I haven't seen anyone.
Okay, that's that.
And I think that that's just like mental illness can be present and moral goodness can also be present at the same time. And I think that that's just like, I don't understand when people say it wasn't suicide, just because I don't understand the logistics surrounding like the definition of it.
It's because you're right. It is because they're carving out a moral barrier for themselves to say, oh yeah, well in this case, killing yourself is great. But it's not. That's because it's not suicide. It is. He killed himself. He has family.
Oh, are people trying to say that it wasn't, taking his own life as some kind of cope?
He has friends, presumably. He has people that are going to be affected by him leaving the planet in that way. It's suicide.
Sure.
It literally is suicide. He was a service member. Well, then, did he have any delusion about what the United States military was? The ones
It's kind of a good question. Yeah.
that like killed 1 million fucking Iraqis like a decade before. Why did he join? I think he was mentally ill. I think what you said is right, Olivia. I think he did something that in his mind didn't hurt anybody, and he made the ultimate sacrifice for what he thought was a.
I think it's too easy to say that he sacrificed for Palestine. I think that there's just so much going on before that, and like, I think he was going to take his life regardless, and this is the way he chose, if that makes sense. I think that the justifier was secondary to the act. It's more of like, I want to do this, but you know what? I'll do it for Palestine, or at least that's what he thought he was doing.
A righteous cause of paramount importance. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I think people need to be absolutely careful with how they fucking put him on a pedestal, because you're going to end, because more people are going to kill themselves. And I don't think suicide should ever be glamorized. Even when a fucking monk does it, and it's like, wow, it should be more like, dude, that's fucking crazy. And it's horrible also. It's absolutely mental health. Then why isn't it, okay, people go, it's not a mental health issue. Then why the fuck isn't there tons of other people doing it? I'm sorry. You don't set yourself on fire. If he's a martyr, Jesus Christ. Some of y'all are lost. I don't know what to say. Some of y'all life sometimes wonders if, like, I don't know, man. Chat is so fucking weird. I agree. People under tyrannical, so Palestinians. No, but there are people whose voices can't be heard. Also, the dude's not even Palestinian. If he was, you know what I mean? Like, nobody in Palestine is like going to the fucking barbed wire fence of the wall and setting themselves on fire. If someone did that, it'd probably be like, wow, that's fucking, like that would hit me maybe harder. Again, not to trivialize it. However, you have to be mentally ill to set yourself on fire. Especially, I'm sorry.
Yeah, especially the way he did it too. I mean, it'd be one thing if he took like a bunch of Xanax or something, but this guy is crazy.
I'm sorry. Then why aren't people going and doing it? There's 1 billion people talking about Twitter, so why isn't there a whole fucking Congo line of people self-immolating outside of the Israeli consulate?
I think that's it for that. So he responds to it in his chat, I guess the next day or whatever other day. Let's see what he has to say here.
Paul.
Ethan was naughty.
Is there? I didn't know there was a post. I'll talk. I don't give a shit. What do you want me to say about it?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me take a.
I feel like it would have been better to just not talk about it and just kind of move on. I wonder what people are like saying about what's happening here. Is this person for or against Ethan? It seems like they're against based on the tone, but I could be wrong. So, yeah, he's definitely against Ethan. Okay, I have some sense as to why they clipped him the way they did.
Yeah, what do you guys think though?
That was great.
About the call?
I thought it was great.
What is there a post? I don't see a post on the subreddit. Yeah, I guess
maybe it's been removed.
Maybe it's been removed. Aren't they the ones who remove it?
Okay, yeah. I mean, I guess some people are mad that I said suicide bad.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it could be more. The start of it, the joke at the beginning was a little insensitive, or like he was like he did a good job at how he did it. I'm paraphrasing, of course. What? Did I just die? Oh, but yeah.
Another hot take from Ethan Klein, the Zionist genocide supporter.
True that.
Thank you.
Man. that
I
just
thought
kills me.
the
Okay.
call was great.
Yeah, that was what was so interesting is like what started as a goof.
I
How
know.
everybody loves this guy.
Totally.
I didn't know anything about all this with like the plagiarism. I never heard anything about that. Nicole Amber was
What the fuck is he talking about? I thought he was responding to this thing.
spearheading the movement.
Years ago, apparently. Wow.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I checked out that video that he linked in the article, but I didn't have any familiarity with her. I didn't realize.
I could have swore they were supposed to be talking about this topic.
Didn't she have some recent drama too?
Hold on, please.
Are people mad?
They're mad about my comments about
There we go.
Aaron Bushnell on the
There we go.
See you next Tuesday.
Papa, should we care about the guy who? Yeah, we should care in the sense that it's concerning from a mental health perspective.
My point was this. I think you should be careful about how you romanticize suicide because it's going to encourage more people to do it. That was my take. And that apparently enraged people. Unless I'm misunderstanding. Tell me why. I'd love to know why. Because I feel like when people are angry at me, they're looking regarding this kind of stuff. They're looking for any reason. And so I feel like if you actually articulated why you were mad at me, it wouldn't make any sense. So I'm dying. Please write it.
What I saw
Because you made fun of him burning. Okay, dummy. I joke about all this shit every fucking day. And now all of a sudden you gotta get all bitched out. Like
It's just so funny the way that listen, and you know what, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think Ethan is like, he's not consistent. Like I said before, you know, Ethan does make jokes and he likes to make edgy jokes, but he kind of goes between making edgy jokes and then having some, in my opinion, like too sensitive of commentary in different ways. You know, like he'll pearl clutch over Mr. Beast dating girls, and then he'll sit here and then he'll fucking go make an edgy joke about how this guy passed away. It's like, I don't know, man. These don't I don't know if these are working out the way that you want them to. You know, I feel like he's not super consistent. Sometimes. Could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Can you just guys just kill me or whatever?
give me a break, dude. I wasn't even insulting him. I said it was the joke was that it was distasteful, and I was complimenting his resolve, frankly. The joke was that it was a compliment in a really distasteful way. That's my fucking humor. I do it here every day. And
I mean, it's especially on the members, which is a little more.
Well, not only the members saw it. You know, there's some people looking to get Ethan too.
Unfiltered,
Ethan gone wild.
Unfiltered by design. It's just kind of like Ethan is there. And
no, but I would listen. I would say that joke on the podcast.
Sure.
And I joke about.
But especially.
I'm not saying he should. Oh, she dropped. I thought you said he said he should drop the spicy act, and I was like, no, I don't think so. I think the jokes are fine. He's saying he should drop the soy act. I don't think it's an act. I don't know. Part of it's just the way. It's so weird, man. It's hard to communicate, but you know, when you're a content creator and you're making content, obviously I'm not as big as Ethan, but like, you don't want people to not like you. I know it's very basic. So sometimes you'll be a little more, I don't know, I guess hesitant about the way that you talk, which is something that I really don't do anymore. But I understand why you would do it. You know, it's hard to break that. You don't want to upset people, and then people get upset and shit. You know, it's like crazy. I don't know.
Actually, on the members, you just kind of like shoot the shit.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's really annoying that like people they stand by like just waiting for any reason to call me. And by the way, call me a Zionist, make it about how I support genocide, about all this horrible fucking shit, to call me racist. Why? Because I made one stupid, insensitive joke that, by the way, they didn't call his character into question. It literally was just like, he was really good, and my point.
I think he should stop like doing this though. Like, stop responding to it so much. Just make your response like, "Hey guys, sorry, it was a joke, whatever," and then move on. I just feel like he kind of consistently gets caught in these feedback loops, you know, where he does this.
Like, his resolve was crazy, and the thing that really struck me about that video was how he stood there.
That was my first reaction.
And I was like, wow, I didn't even think that anybody could do that. So, I mean, I don't know how to talk about that, but his resolve was
kind of romanticizing it a little bit yourself there, Ethan.
Incredible. And what I said was, he's really good at burning alive. And I mean that as the most sincere compliment.
I don't know, man. It sounds like someone that he's really good at burning alive is just fucking wild, brother.
Possible. He really is.
And it's obviously also a really dark, like, humoristic way to look at it.
So how are you going to take that and call me a racist, a genocidal, a monster? I mean, if you're coming at me with those kinds of takes, You are ensuring peace will never happen because you can't even
I guess. I don't think it's that deep, but okay.
have a fucking, you can't even have any kind of dialogue where everybody isn't walking totally aligned with you. I never said a single bad thing about that man. Other than the compliment, not even the compliment because it's weird to say, but his resolve is nuts. His resolve was really remarkable. That's what I said. And that's what the joke was. If you can't deal with it, then, you know, you're a fucking hypocrite.
His resolve is really remarkable.
Because I make these jokes about all different topics, about all different
Yeah, he stopped leftovers because he didn't want to talk about it, and then here we are. Kind of true. Yo, get away from me, dude.
different sensitive things about all different groups of people every fucking show. And then when it lightly brushes on your shoulder, you freak the fuck out and you bitch and you cry and you go and you try to find any reason to, you know what I mean, to get angry. Give me a fucking break.
He's doing the Hassan right now, dude. Relax. Why are you getting so worked up over this, man? It's not that fucking deep.
Look in the mirror, loser. You're the problem.
Loser.
You are the problem.
Dude.
You are. I can't even have any, nobody can have any nuanced conversation about this.
Oh my god, he's going so far. I mean, I get the frustration, but like, I don't know. I feel like just stop. It's so easy to say, but like, stop caring so much. Like, relax. Like, what do you think you're really doing? What do you think you're doing here? I don't know.
That's the problem. You know what I mean? So extreme. It really pisses me off because I never said a damn bad thing about that guy. And that's why I says when you need to explain your reason for calling me a racist, calling me a genocidal, a Zionist, which by the way, Zionist is just.
I feel like he really is probably just getting sunlocked by fucking, you know, a few people. Excuse me, sorry.
Another slur for Jew, being a Jew. You know how many people now calling fucking every Jew a Zionist? It's like, okay, just call me a Jew and get it fucking over with. Call me the K word, at least I'll know what you mean. It's just the
Jesus Christ.
Truth. Not everybody, not all the time. But a lot of times, let's not fucking pretend that anti-Semitism isn't a fucking massive inferno of acceptable.
8,559 super chatted $2.
Oh no, that's crazy. I guess I gotta ban this guy. Why even make that post? But okay, cool. Thanks for the $2 to get banned. Like, cool beans, man.
Behavior right now on the left and the right. Nazis and leftists are dabbing the fuck up, saying fuck Zionists.
Papa, I've seen you go just as goblin mode, if not more, over pushback from a dozen people. He's talking from hundreds, not thousands. It's not the same. What are you talking about? That's my point, though, no? Like, I've done the same thing, too. It's not productive. I'm not saying I would act any better, but I'm not the one under the fucking hot seat right now. So it's easier for me to be like, yeah, you probably shouldn't be doing this. Doesn't mean that I wouldn't do it, too. It doesn't mean I wouldn't be doing it, too. What are you talking about?
You know? And, you know, again, not to, it's driving me insane. I gotta fucking talk about it. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like there's just not a tidal wave of anti-Semitism gobbling up.
Yeah, this is going to look so bad for him. He's not wrong. It's just going to look bad for him because now it's going to look like he's playing victim to them. This is the narrative that they're going to go with. I'm not saying that he is doing this. They're going to be like, oh, okay, so a guy protests over Gaza, and now you're playing the victim saying that there's so much Jewish hatred, but like, look at what the Jews are doing to Palestinian people. That's the train of thought that's going to happen with some of these fucking crazy people. So I'm just being honest, babies.
The entire discourse. It's fucking disgusting, man. And I'm doing, as an Israeli dual citizen, as someone who's deeply invested in the state of Israel, who's probably more sympathetic to the Israeli perspective than most people would be, I've tried so hard to pull myself to some kind of central ground where we can have a real conversation about.
Well, yeah, you're just not going to be able to have that conversation. I mean, nobody cares. Nobody's really interested in that. The second that you say that you have like any level of support for Israel, like you instantly get dumpstered. And I'm not saying like, because here's the thing, right? Because people think I'm insensitive when it comes to people in Gaza, even though my fucking take at the beginning was like, you know, they should get reparations and there needs to be a peace solution. Part of that might be because maybe I need more sensitivity. I'm always thinking about it. I heard criticism from like my last video. And I'm like, okay, like I'll try to consider maybe I need to be more sensitive. You know, I don't know. But I also feel like some of the heat just comes from the fact that like if you have any level of if you even acknowledge that, or you feel that Israel has a right to defend itself, even if you acknowledge that it's disproportionate the way that they're doing it now, unfortunately, and it's just terrible. It's a war at this point. People are gonna just fucking hate you anyway. You know what I mean? Like you can't win. You know, you can't really win. It just is what it is, man.
Of this stuff. I'm pulled myself all the way to, outright saying that it's apartheid, that it's genocide, that the Israeli government is committing.
I don't think it's genocide. I don't know. I feel like it's war. It's still terrible, though. I think it's horrific. I wish that I mean, it's so unfortunate because neither leader on either side wants to come to a peace, like a conclusion. So, like, where do we go from here? Like, what do we do? I just feel like, I don't know. It's kind of fucked up. Like, what the hell are we supposed to do?
And so, but you still want to call me a racist and a genocide and a Zionist.
I mean, I feel the worst for Palestinian people because their own group that they elected, doesn't care about them,
Why would you call me a Zionist if it wasn't just, oh, you're a fucking Jew? When I have
The
said all
Unknown
the...
Freaks super chatted $1.99. $1.99 from the Unknown
Nice.
Freaks. First medicinal bong hit of the day.
Incredible.
Take you meds.
Thanks, brother. Thanks for letting me know.
the things that you want to hear from me. I want to meet you right in the fucking middle and you still spit in my face. So give me a fucking break. Who's the problem? Scumbag. Scumbag. And you know what? I don't want to call out this because I'm going to say this because it pissed me the fuck off.
Does anybody know the like ratio of this stream?
And being an anti-Semite openly and proudly is now likes on Twitter. Frogan, she tweeted out, she goes,
Oh, I think that's like Hassan's fucking mod or something stupid.
I have a problem with my Zionist therapist.
Yeah. Yeah, I think somebody said that. She pretended that she had a therapist that was from Israel and was like, are you from Lebanon? And if you are, like, do you have a problem? And can you take your hijab off or something like that? I was like, this didn't happen. Just stop. She's fucking crazy, man. People are fucking hardcore virtue signaling. Is this really because he got triggered by this Frogan person? What did they say? Can somebody send it in the Discord again? Let me see if I can actually find. Maybe I think you did. Hold on.
Just call him a fucking Jew. I'm sorry, but you can't talk like that about any other fucking minority. I had a problem with my Zionist therapist. What you taught your Zionist therapist? Did you get those level of details from them? You had an in-depth conversation about the politics of Zionism with your therapist? No, I know what you mean. You mean fucking Jew. I'm not going to sit here and let my fucking people,
Dan sighed. Dan did the sigh. Is this it? Is this the thing? I just went to therapy for the first time, and after talking about my dad fleeing the Israel-Lebanon war, she was like, I'm Israeli. Do you have any issues with me being your therapist? Bro, I was so taken aback. I don't know, dude. I mean, actually, if that part's true, that part might be true. Maybe the therapist is like, oh, like, I'm from Israel. Like, does that upset you? Maybe I'm not the best person for you. I thought it was more than that, though. I could have swore I saw something that was a little more than just this. Even if that's real, like, why is that a bad thing? Like, she might be or the therapist might have been from Israel and might have not wanted a conflict of interest. And like, what's the problem? That's not it, right? That doesn't sound like that's it. That doesn't sound like the what we actually are talking about. I mean, that's considered. That was from 2019. Oh, this is from 2019. Oh, this is from 2019. Oh, where's the new tweet? Because that one's not that bad. I just read that one for the first time. That one's not too bad. But the other one I saw was fucking crazy. What else is there? She had a new tweet. How do you even find her dumb fucking page? Does she have a page? I have no idea how to get I hate Twitter. It's so fucking cringe. When I say my therapist was a Zionist when I went back to her in 2019, I mean she literally brought up that I was Lebanese unprompted and confronted me on it, saying she was Israeli. She asked if I had a problem with that. It felt like Israel had the right. If I felt like Israel had the right to exist, and started asking more and more if I was frustrated with Islam and have considered taking off my hijab. I asked her if she was all right with me being Lebanese, and she got really aggressive, accusing me of flipping her off it on her, and refused to answer. So when I say Zionist, I don't mean she was Jewish. I mean she was a racial or a racist Israeli who could not help herself but to confront me about my ethnicity in what was supposed to be a therapy session. Yeah, that is the one I saw. This one isn't that bad. Like the first one from 2019 is just like, oh, I was talking about my dad escaping from like Lebanon and my therapist, or the Israel-Lebanon war or fight, and my dad, oh yeah, war, and my dad, or then she was like, oh, I'm Israeli. Like, do you have a problem with that? And that sounds like a reasonable thing to ask. That seems like a reasonable thing to ask. Because, like, it's a conflict of interest. So the original one might be true. But, like, I don't know. This person's a psychopath, this Frogan person. I don't really understand why they exist. What value do they provide to society, I wonder? They're fucking crazy, dude. They're fucking crazy. Oh, my God. I don't know, man. They seem like a fucking weirdo. I don't know where the rest of it is. Oh, I think I found her thing. Or their thing. Who knows? Are they even a girl? I don't fucking know. What the fuck? I'm not trying to be rude. She kind of looks like a Thomas the Tank Engine character, you know? Okay. Oh, that was her response tweet. Wait, hold on. So, what is Ethan melting down over then? So is Ethan melting down? Wait, hold on. I want to hold on a second because I might have the timeline wrong. Is Ethan melting down over this tweet from 2019? Why are you guys like fucking? It wasn't that funny, dude. What else is there here? Maybe there's more, because this would be, if this was all it was, this seems like an unreasonable thing for Ethan to fucking melt down around. Now, I might have my timeline wrong, but her saying, I just went to therapy for the first time, and after talking about my dad fleeing the Israel-Lebanon war, she was like, I'm Israeli. Do you have any issue with me being your therapist? Bro, I was so taken aback. I mean, again, that makes sense. Because if she has if her dad escaped a war with Israeli people, it would make sense for her, the therapist, to be like, hey, this might be a conflict of interest. I'm not finding the right tweet. Help me find the tweet, dude. What do you think I'm doing here? I'm fucking asking for help. Mater, I need your help. I need you to wrap your toe around my cock and balls and pull as hard as you can. Well, I'll try to find it as we listen to more.
Be openly bigoted and racist. Fuck that shit. Nobody would expect that from any other minority. Nobody. It's disgusting. It is. And I'm here. I'm with you. I'm on your side all the fucking way. I'm on your side as much as I possibly can be. And instead of, holding hands and having a real conversation, you spit in my fucking face and you call me a Zionist.
February 29th tweet. Oh, okay, so there's a tweet from February 29th. There we go. That's all you fucking goobers had to say. These internet liberals are so annoying. You can't talk about feeling negatively about something if your life without them twisting to fit their agenda. What is that? What? February 29th doesn't even exist, dude. It's not real. It's not even real. It's not real. Oh my God. Oh, is this the tweet? This is the one I think I saw. Dude, this is fucking crazy. How this fucking... Jesus, dude. Frogan the Tank Engine posts too much. Hold on a second. Okay, give me a second. All right. We got to get the timeline here. We got to get the correct timeline because I'm fucking losing my marbles here. This is the first one. This is the second one. And then this is her response. Okay. So the first one we already read like 3 times. This one's not bad. If this is real, it might have happened. This is the second one. Started therapy 5 years after a bad experience with a Zionist therapist. Sought, what does WOC mean? Woman of color? Oh my God. Therapist, assuming relative empathy, mentioned Palestine, and new therapist sees it as just another place and not caring or being knowledgeable due to discrimination she faces in America. That definitely didn't happen. And then she responds by saying, when I say my therapist Zionist, when I went back to her in 2019, I meant she literally brought up that I was Lebanese and prompted, okay, this isn't even true. By your own logic, This is debunked by your first tweet. Your first tweet says that it was prompted because you said your father escaped from a war between Israel and Lebanon. So it's not unprompted. Confronted me on it and said that she was Israeli. She asked if I had a problem, blah, blah, blah. She's aggressive. Yeah, Frogan's, I don't know, dude. I don't want to say anything too crazy. Because I feel like I don't want to, because I'm not trying to be rude. Like, I'm not trying to risk my, my career saying something too crazy to some psychopath. I don't know, man. She's something else. God bless her, or Allah. Somebody bless her. She's struggling with whatever she's got going on in her fucking head. I don't know, man. I just feel like what are you trying to be offended or something? Like, why do this to yourself? Like, what? How? My thing is I feel like, if your life is balanced and you get enough attention from your friends and family, you're not going to go on the internet and constantly beg for attention. That's my opinion, right? Like, and I know I'm on here like looking for some type of attention too, but like not that type of attention. I want people to think I'm interesting and funny, not like cringe and a liar. And it's like, why are you doing it like that? Why be so dishonest about whatever's going on? I just. Like, why lie about this stuff? Why do you... And if you have to lie about it, doesn't that take away from your situation? And then I feel like some of her fans, like, they're Hassan fans, right? So they're all dumb and crazy. They're, like, so crazy that it's like, oh, it doesn't matter if it's real because, like, I feel like it's real. They got the Hassan Minaj thing where it's like, it doesn't matter if it's real. The emotions are real. Like, what a devastating blow we had when we let that man get away with coming up with a bullshit argument of like, well, it might not have happened, but it emotionally felt like it happened. It's like, okay, that's dumb. It's like we've brain rotted everybody with this idea that you can lie as long as it's emotionally interesting. Is that what the fucking logic is? I don't know. Too many sussy Hassans. Too many sussy Hassans. You know what I mean? Two. When I say too many, I mean there's two. There's two of them. That's too many. Not that there aren't sussy other people like Johns and whatnot. Okay, it's not a race thing, guys. All right, there's plenty of other sussy guys, sussy bakas. Okay, like another sussy name is Destiny. That's a stripper's name. That's a sussy baka if I ever heard one. You know what I mean, guys? I don't know. Maybe I'm gooning too hard. Let's just get this back to this.
Fuck that shit. Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck it.
People get angry about what I said. That pisses me off. It's fucking absurd.
Think about poor Shetty. We've been making so much fun of the guy. Until now, we didn't even have a reason to. Like, now at least there's a reason. But the poor guy...
Machete?
There's been a war.
Excuse me.
There's been a war for no reason with the guy.
Nobody's defending Jay.
We're calling his eye collar fake.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
No, but I make fun of all different groups of people. And the thing is, again, if you look at my joke wasn't like, oh, look at this idiot. What a fucking idiot dying for a dumb cause. That wasn't what I said at all.
I don't think people were upset with the joke. I think it was that...
The people were immediately upset with the joke. I just watched the segment. That's when they started having a meltdown. I mean, too charitable declines. What do you mean too charitable? What is it that he's doing wrong? What the fuck are you talking? What are you even talking about? The hell are you on about?
What I saw some people saying is that you were looking at it from like an all lives matter type view.
What did I say?
Shut the fuck up, baby. You smell like sauce. You smell like a bad sauce.
Hey, that was all lives matter.
By ignoring what his cause was rather than...
How did I ignore his cause?
Well, I'm just giving you what they were saying.
Well, I just want to know.
That's such a coward thing to say. Well, I think what they're saying. But, here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying, dude. That's all I'm saying right there. That's all I think I need to say. What else is there to say? You know what I mean? That's it. That's all I need to say. All right? It's part of the stream now.
Because people keep trying to say
because you're talking about suicide.
Yeah,
and
I said suicide isn't good, and people shouldn't glamorize it.
Yeah, and they were upset that you were...
And by the way, let me clarify.
And they're upset that you were having a positive a good mental health day.
It seems like I'm angry at AB. I'm not. I'm fired up.
Yeah.
I love AB, and I appreciate that because I'm desperate to understand the perspective, so I appreciate that you're conveying it to me. So go ahead, please.
Yeah, no, that's it. Just that you were focusing on the suicide aspect
That's beautiful stuff.
rather than the genocide.
Yeah, I feel like there. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
I don't keep like explaining my take. That's just you're being stupid, AB. I don't know what to tell you.
reason
Ethan's right.
for that being is that was the part that, you know, again,
Like, why would you want to glorify that for young people to like look at that and go, "Wow, maybe I should do it." I don't put it past these idiot young people.
I've gone out and I've said that everything y'all want to hear
Damn.
about there being a genocide and apartheid and the fucking warmongering Israeli government and all that fucking shit, okay? What I'm seeing on social media is not people saying it's not about genocide or whatever. What I'm seeing is tons of people glamorizing, romanticizing a man taking his own life. And I thought that was that's a dangerous thing to skirt down. That's all.
AB is friends with Frogan. Oh, what a loser.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where are CD when you need them, you know?
Didn't say a bad thing about the guy.
It just feels wrong to, like Ethan said, to glamorize something like that because that's just a dangerous idea.
Yeah.
That's my point. And I feel like that's that's at least, even if you disagree, a good place to have a conversation.
Oh,
And
enough with the conversation, Jack. Like the jacking. Like I get it. We can have conversations, but you're jacking off that. I don't know. The way he says it just comes off as a little cringe. I don't know.
It's not really about what he was protesting.
My favorite, was when people are like, "Hey, rest in power," and then they were
Generic
like,
user
"Hold on, I'll say that after this."
1029 super chatted $2. $2 from generic user 1029. NGL Papa. That's extremely disrespectful to Thomas.
I'm sorry, brother. You're right. That's right. You're right. I'm sorry. But it was weird when people are like, "Oh, rest in power," and to this guy who lit himself on fire, and then people's response to that was like, "No, that's for black people. Like, don't, like, you can't say that." It's like, what? Like, what? That's fucking crazy.
At all.
Again, I complimented his resolve as a person. You know what I mean? But that's my problem is that people, they're watching with the expectation, they're looking for any little nugget to get indignant over and to call me a Zionist.
Mm-hmm.
If you call me a Zionist, you're anti-Semite. You know why? Because I'm not a fucking Zionist, and I've made that exactly, profoundly, deeply clear. So when you see someone on Twitter, when you see someone in the audience calling me a Zionist, what they're calling me is a fucking Jew. Because that's the only goddamn thing that means at that point.
Right. And I feel like anyone who's a fan,
Frogan is AB's aunt. What?
you should know like how you talk. Like they should like I don't know how it's not clear that that's not what you were saying. That just from the joke aspect too that you're.
Why does AB sound so scared, man?
Joke, but
I mean that video is shocking and mind blowing, and
yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it brings a reaction out of you, and so it's not that weird to comment about the video.
It's so unfortunate because I feel like it's a terrible thing, mental health wise. I feel like there are a lot of people, not a lot. Okay, let me not say a lot proportionally. I feel like there are some people on Twitter who don't really care about what's going on in Gaza that are pretending to care so they can get like social brownie points. That are happy this guy took his life, so that's another thing that they get to say like, haha, look, see, I'm right. I don't know. People are very distasteful. That's all I'm saying.
I see people saying this too. No one is glamorizing it. Dude, I don't know what world you're living in. If you don't see that, I don't know what to say. Like, people are literally glamorizing it. I've seen images of him on fire being like, free Palestine, and they're turning him into a cultural
icon.
They're trying to turn him into a cultural icon. And whether you agree with that or not, and not to comment on his cause, which is, I said, again, is just, and I understand, and his resolve is incredible, but I do think that,
Why? If you think Frogan is Olivia's ex too, wow, Frogan's really deep in the lore here, huh?
Trying to ignore the fact that the man killed himself and that there's probably not some mental health issues at play here is remarkably, what's the word? It's like reactionary.
Right,
that's what it is, which is why it remarks me as so fucking
get this off the screen.
Odd that this is coming from the left. They're exhibiting really reactionary traits when they're saying like it's not suicide. Because this is the way I explained it, and I think this is good. When you watch the video, he's pulling the gasoline on himself, and
he's probably coughing too.
He's a fucking icon.
Smoke,
okay,
yeah.
Good. You can believe that. I'm just trying to have a conversation about it.
I wouldn't say you could, but if you say that he's an icon, you're just kind of stupid and you're weird, and like you're also glamorizing this kind of a behavior, and it's going to cause more mental health problems.
If somebody came and stopped him, there was guards and like, excuse me, what are you doing, sir? Right before he, lit himself on fire. If someone was able to tackle him and prevent him from lighting himself on fire, before he did, and get him some mental health evaluation and get him some help and stuff. Clearly, he's in a vulnerable point in his life.
High school, gotcha.
Can at least say that. Now, in 10 years from now, do you think he's going to look back and say, I wish I burned alive? Or do you think he'll say, I'm so grateful that I was stopped from doing that? Because
he probably would say that he was grateful that he was stopped. I watched something that talked about how they added nets to, I think it was a bridge, I forget, the Golden Gate, I don't know, some bridge, and then like people would try to jump and take their life, and then it prevented a lot of people from doing it. I don't know, I just feel like a lot of people will try to commit and it's not really what they want to do. It's just like they do it. But if they had a second chance, they wouldn't do it again. You know what I mean? I guess that makes sense, because like the reality of like death really sets in. You know?
And by the way, this man has friends, he has family, he has people that are going to be deeply affected by his suicide. And again, there's this magical thinking that it's not a suicide. That's just so weird. It's not a suicide until it we don't believe in suicide, and we're pro mental health unless it's for a good cause. Then then go for it. You hear this all the time from survivors of suicide attempts, that they have a moment of clarity that ultimately they're like, realize, I don't know if he went through that. I mean, again, his resolve was pretty apparent. But in 10 years from now, I'm pretty sure that he's more likely to say, I'm glad I'm alive and that I was stopped, than not. That's my opinion. And so we need to, I don't want other people to go do that because they're inspired by him. That's my opinion, But you think it's glamorizing because he's not your hero, not your martyr, not your symbol. Shadowing it in mental health is the same move as transphobes. What?
I mean, like, I wouldn't say that you should do that regardless. Like, what's the symbol? Like, if it was something I cared about, then I would be like, what are you talking about? Nobody ever wants somebody to do something like that. What the fuck?
The fuck? Charlie, can you... this is another comment I saw. They go, if it was someone burning themselves alive for Israel, you would be saying the same thing. Are you crazy?
Of course not. That would be terrible. Like, I don't understand. People just want to believe what they want to believe, and they're just going to say whatever they can to try to justify that belief. So they think it's cool that he did that. That's what it comes down to. Because they're fucking weirdos.
That would be even crazier if someone was like, I'm burning myself alive for Israel. Would you be saying the same thing? Would you be like, I disagree, but I respect it? Fuck no, you'd be tap dancing on his corpse. You'd be pissing the fire out on his body. Give me a break. And you know what?
Jesus, that's probably true. Oh, Jesus.
I would think that was crazy. I think that's bananas. You know what I mean?
Bananas.
So no, I don't understand what you're saying.
Around?
And the fact that you can't even meet me.
Seems obvious that that's not what we would think. I don't know.
Imagine setting yourself on fire, and the only thing you've achieved after your charred corpse cools off is a bunch of comrades, quote unquote, talking about your white privilege. I know y'all not saying rest in power for a white man who was in the military. Okay. No, I don't believe we can speak ill of the dead. I think that's a colonial idea that prevents us from having conversations about the complex impacts a person's life has made, including the actions that made the cause legitimate harm, no matter if they repent in the end. Aaron Bushnell's self-immolation was an act of penance driven by want to absolve himself of white guilt as an active military man. He is not a martyr, and his choice was a privileged Palestinian martyrs forced to fight do not have. Wow. These people are crazy, man. This is wild. What's the point? I wonder if you could, that's what they should do. They should invent the machine that lets you look at the tweets that'll be made about your death after you did, like, you know what I mean? You could just look at the future, and Aaron would be like, fuck this. What was I thinking? What was I thinking?
But anyway, I know what the conclusion of this conversation is going to be. It's going to be that Ethan's a Zionist. Ethan is an Israeli shill. Ethan is Islamophobic. All this types of shit that you fucking see about anybody who doesn't toe the line precisely as you want it. Not even disagreeing, frankly, just trying to have a conversation. So, in short, suck my fucking dick.
Oh, that's crazy, dude. Oh, now Ethan's saying he wants to forcefully make Palestinians do that. Yikes, guy. This guy's an apologist, if you know what I mean, dude. We gotta get him. We gotta cancel him. I'm kidding.
How about that? Fuck you. Fuck you people.
I guess white people aren't allowed to rest in power because we have all the power in life. Pretty base, am I right, guys? Epic systemic racisms.
Go somewhere else. Like, seriously, if you're that sensitive.
I mean, isn't he a Zionist? Zionist isn't a slur. It just means he's pro the state of Israel. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see what does Zionist mean? I think it's a little more than that. I think it's more than just you support a state of Israel. I thought Zionism is like it's a Jewish nationalism movement. So like, no, it's not. It would actually. Ethan's kind of right about it being a slur. It's a Zion. If this is true, Jewish nationalist movement that has been goal to create the support of Jewish national state in Palestine, the ancient homeland of the Jews. Yeah. So it sounds like there's a difference between supporting like Israel having a state and respecting that state versus thinking that like nationalism is not really a good thing. It's good to have pride in your country, but nationalism generally comes along with like racism and et cetera, you know, like Nazis were nationalists too. The KKK are nationalists. So calling him a Zionist because he supports a Jewish state, but he doesn't want it to completely eradicate people in Gaza, like that, yeah, that would be considered anti-Semitic. All right, just so yeah.
That I want to take mental health seriously, something that I've been deeply and that I've spoke out against in my whole career. I've spoken out. Has made it one of the things that defines me as a person. Okay, if you can't tolerate a conversation in good faith, that you need to go the fuck away and go to a community that is going to just tell you everything you want to hear all the time and never make you feel uncomfy. There's plenty of them out there. Go. Don't fucking be here where I'm just trying, for the most part, and that's what I was trying to do, and that's what I do in every serious situation. I try to make levity of a serious situation. I do it every time. And if you're a fan of this word, just show you know it. I almost take it as a challenge. When we're talking about something heavy, something horrible, when I get a donation, I try to make a levity. I try to make a joke about it. That's what I did.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So you're a fake fucking fan. Fuck you. Get lost. I'm sick of it.
Sick of it, dude.
Yeah, and if you want to call me a Zionist, just call me the fucking K word to my face.
What's that? I know what he's talking about.
Have some balls. Just call me a Jew, scumbag. Fuck you. Name a minority that everyone would just stand by gleefully and silently.
Okay.
I saw this TikTok that blew my fucking mind. This girl, she's on a train in New York. And she's like, I saw these Orthodox Jews on the train. And the first thing I thought was, are they Zionists? Get the fuck away from me. I'm like, bitch.
What the fuck?
You hate Jewish people. And that had like
I'm not telling you what the K word is. Shut up.
160,000 likes on TikTok. So what am I supposed to think as a Jewish person when this is a celebrated opinion to be on a train with Jewish people and your first thought is, get the fuck away from me without knowing a single thing about them?
You know, it's kind of funny. Like I bought my wife this nice lounge fly because I liked it. It was it's a Hanukkah lounge fly. Because like I'll joke about it, but like yeah, I'm ethnically Jewish, and with everything going on, you know, I do feel a little bit more attached to my my ethnicity. I'm not practicing or anything. You know what I mean? So I don't feel comfortable with her wearing the the lounge fly, especially if we go to New York, because I'm just like, dude, some of these people are fucking crazy. I really just don't feel comfortable having her wear it. It's fucking wild.
Without talking about them, that's anti-Semitism. I'm sorry to fucking spell it out, you know, and it's sickening.
Sickening.
And you know, so many of you just don't care. Because, you know, horrible things are happening in Gaza, which is true, and which I've voiced repeatedly. Yeah, people are saying move on. Listen, I got to get this off my chest. It's truly remarkable. She was a Jew too. Yeah, Jews can be anti-Semitic also. She was a fucking spreading anti-Semitic psychotic shit. I don't give a fuck if she was a Jew. Would you say the
same
thing to another minority? Like a black person on a train is like, get away from me, black people. Would you say, oh, he's black, he can say that? That's fine. No, Jews can be anti-Semitic. Jews can also be fucking hateful. I don't care that she was Jewish. It doesn't.
Yeah, they could also apparently build tunnels because they did some wild shit in New York.
Make it better. Do you think the 160,000 people liking her video were all like, oh, you know, we're all Jewish. We get it, you know?
I'm pretty sure I saw a video of Ethan calling Orthodox Jews rats and disgusting while he was on a bus. Did he say that? When? What? That's a little wild. That's crazy if true.
No. I don't fucking care that she's Jewish. She's crazed. Doesn't matter. You know?
Do.
Just don't give a fuck. She has absolutely expressed anti-Semitic views. Dude, she literally said, "Get away from me," to a group. That's the definition of racism. If that's not it, then it doesn't exist in this world. She looked at people of a specific identity and said, "Get the fuck away from me," without knowing a single goddamn thing about them.
Bing, bing,
I don't
bing,
give a
bing,
fuck that she's Jewish.
Bing, 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 bing.
Yeah, is Ollie London not homophobic because he's gay? You know what I'm saying? Is Blair White not transphobic because she's trans? No.
Whoa, epic Blair White reference. Pretty pogger.
None of you would agree to that. So why are you expressing such dumb fucking thoughts in my chat? Why?
All right, Ethan, relax.
Why? Is Blair White transphobic? Answer that question. And then don't fucking express such moronic shit to me, please.
Papa God, I posted some hate comments sent to Ethan's employees, and a person he called out in the video called Frogan. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm so confused. Are you trolling me right now? What? What are you saying? Oh yeah, we've been talking. That's why I'm confused. We've been talking about Frogan. Oh great. Oh, great. You sent me this garbage. Somebody said to AB, "You're a straight sellout. You don't deserve your Arabic name." Wow, that's incredible. What is that in like hieroglyphics? I don't get it. Frogan. Oh, we already saw that. Did we read this whole thing? Yeah, we already read that. We're good. We're good, dude. We're good. Let's get back to this.
It's embarrassing.
Thank you for posting that, though.
Chestnuts. Play chestnuts, Zach. Please. Zionism isn't a race. Judaism is a fucking ethnicity, you idiot. Stop trying to carve out circles for you to be a fucking hateful, bigoted bitch. Fuck you. How about that, scumbag? Go ahead and play your chestnuts. Hurry. Thank you.
Okay.
That's the only thing that's going to save me.
Okay.
And you know what? I lose fans. I lose subs. I lose memberships every time I say this. And I gotta stand on my principles, man. And what is it I'm even saying? Let's think about it. I'm fully.
Well, I mean, let's be real. Like, you don't really lose fans when people cry. Like, that's the thing. The only people, like, there might be some people unfollowing Ethan, but they always come back. And they probably still watch. Because this is the thing, is that people will be upset with a take that you had that they disagree with. And then guess what? Guess what, guys? They come back in a week because they get over it and they move on. You know, now that's a higher chance of that success if you don't have a little bit of a goon on stream. I mean, I get it. Probably shouldn't be gooning, but I get it. But
in support of the people of Gaza. I'm with all of them. I'm with all you guys.
Yo, shut up. I'm going to get a new computer soon, okay? It's not like you guys are watching the fucking stream anyway. You're listening while you're jacking off or whatever you're doing.
My take was, let's be a little thoughtful of Jewish people, and also let's also be mindful that suicide is bad and contagious. Suicide is contagious. You guys know that? That's a phenomenon.
I didn't know that.
It like a social contagion.
It is when Kurt
Cobain.
What's this Nirvana guy's name?
Kurt Cobain.
Kurt Cobain.
Oh yeah, actually, did you guys know that Kurt Cobain might have been trans? You guys know that?
Killed himself. There was like tons of people who killed themselves right afterwards. Yeah.
Kidding. I was kidding. I made a video about that on my TikTok. Go follow it, guys, or my other pages.
That's you know what I mean? Keep the chestnuts going. It's the only thing that's gonna pull me out of this. If you have any other ones too, just keep them running. That's what I need. Charlie's got more to say. My partner's Jewish, and they're going through a tough time as well. We talk a lot about the war. Oh, the El Salvadorian war, and the stark similarities. What is happening?
It's how YouTube renders your video. No, it's because of my computer. It's my computer 100%. Because even when I local record, it still has the same problem. It's the
yeah. Yes, Blair's a transphobe. Okay, thank you, Charlie. See, we came through to Charlie. Thank you. I love you, Charlie. That's all I want is a conversation. I don't want to be shouted out that I'm a Zionist. For you know. And like, if I wasn't a Jew,
damn, they better be paying the nuck for this, man.
If I wasn't Israeli, half Israeli, I mean, I'm American, but I have Israeli citizenship. Would people be screaming at me that I'm a Zionist? If I was like, let's be careful about mental health and not encourage it? No. It's time to look in the mirror. You're a fucking anti-Semitic person. I know, because being racist is the worst thing in your life. It's the worst thing you can be in your world. And yet here we are, calling me a Zionist.
Yeah. I think Ethan's a little upset.
Keep it going, man. Enough is the only one that can save us. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm trying to make light of a heavy, difficult topic. That's what I fucking did.
Oh, okay. I guess. I mean, listen, here's the thing. I like jokes. I like a little edginess. Ethan's joke wasn't really like disrespectful to the guy. It was just a little silly. You know, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like when people are like, oh, I'm just making light of a serious situation. I feel like, man, you're making a goddamn joke and you're trying to make it seem like you're trying to have like a positive. I don't know. Maybe. Just fucking move on. I don't know. You're gooning too hard.
So go be angry. This is your time. This is your chance. Go be angry. Go to Twitter. Be with your people. Now is your chance. You've been waiting. Celebrate. It's time to call Ethan a Zionist and a racist and a fucking genocidal freak. Run in the pastures with your friends. Ethan's genocidal. Hold hands and skip in the daisies.
Okay.
Smell the beautiful
Hold hands and skibbity toilet, guys.
air of Ethan being a genocidal Zionist.
Oh, what, Ela, how do you feel right now? Oh, Jesus Christ.
And then when you're done, you can handle my circumcised, tiny Jewish cock
Whoa, Schmeethan.
delicately into your mouth. Like a miniature, what do you call those kosher hot dogs that everyone loves?
Oh, Costco hot dogs. Yeah, I got you.
Hebrew National.
Like a little Hebrew National appetizer plate with a toothpick in it.
I don't think there's any sorbitol in that, so it's good to eat. Wow.
That's what my dick is. And you're going to delicately put it in your mouth, and you're going to like it. Enjoy. Enjoy, everybody. Let the haters feast. I'm here for you. Let us all enjoy. It's Shabbat, after all. It's Friday. Let's feast. Let's break the challah. Let's you know what I mean? Let's have a drink. It's time to feast. Happy Friday, everybody. Thank you.
Feast on my sperm. I don't know why I said that. Sorry.
I'm ready to move on. Thank you.
All right, I hope so. I'm ready to move on.
Any comments? I know people always say, I'm going to give it, if anyone wants to say anything.
Yeah,
Thoughts or prayers? Throw them up. Now's the time.
You are.
Thank you. Thank you, Megan, for the gifted.
I have so many characters,
Zionist.
dude. Look at this shit.
She must be a Zionist to gift me right now.
Bro.
Zionism.
Thank you so much for the small gut from Q Row. 3 months. Unironically, use schminglebang as a filler word now. Incredible stuff, man. I love schminglebang.
She must be a Jew. She's probably a Jew.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Thank you. And by the way,
I knew
Sigma.
must be a Zionist.
he's singing.
He's thinking so much on this show. It's
True.
God.
This one's exciting. You know, I would be so much better off not even talking about this stuff, but I can't help it. I got to speak my fucking mind. That's who I am. That's who I've always been. And that's why you guys watch this show, frankly.
Sure.
And as far as Jews go, I'm about as un-Jewish as they come.
Okay.
Okay? I don't fucking
All
care.
right. I think we've got enough of this, dude. Very cool stuff, Ethan. Great job.